Hey guys, so I just finished up doing a little bit of a serve speed session here on my own, testing out the new Smart Coach, which is a really great piece of equipment. So just a few things I wanted to get across here. Basically, when we're doing speed serve sessions, you start off with a really good upper body warm-up, especially doing some ballistic work. So trying to get the shoulder through some more kind of velocity specific movements, and then we progress that into some lighter serves with just the upper body, so no legs involved. That also helps us to develop a little bit better a better ball toss and better timing, because when we take the legs out, we really have to be good with the ball toss to have a good clean contact. And then once we go through that, we start to ramp up the serve. So it's similar to how you would ramp up a speed and movement session on the court or on the track. So if you're running 60-meter repeats or something like that, then you definitely want to do some what they call build-ups. So we're doing build-ups for the serve as well. So that's full motion serves. We maybe start off at about 60-70%, and we build up to about 90-95%, and then we get into the serve speed session. So it's also important that you kind of use new balls when you do it, and that you take enough time, enough rest in between attempts. So I usually take about 30 seconds between attempts, and I only did 12 kind of max effort serves. I took a can of 3 balls, so it's kind of nice because I took 30 seconds in between, and then I would go pick up the balls and come back. So that would take another about 90 seconds or so. So basically did 4 sets of 3. Whenever you're doing kind of max effort work, whether that's on the court, in the gym, you want to respect work to rest ratios that make sense. We're trying to predominantly use the ATP PCR system, so that's a system that we use for explosive type of movements. We're not going to get full recovery. These are pretty high neural activities. I'm not too concerned about making the serve. Yeah, I want to make it. I missed a few there, but we definitely want to make sure that we're bringing in a lot of intent. What you'll notice is that if you don't hit the ball clean, typically the serves aren't as good. So I hit a few serves there that were about in the low hundreds, 105, 104, where I just didn't time the serve well. So if I don't time the serve well, whether that's sequencing of the different parts, which is something we're going to get into in another video and a blog post, or whether that's timing the ball well and hitting it clean and centered in the middle of the strings. So when I did feel like I hit it well, even if I hit the top of the tape or just missed a serve, that's typically where I saw the highest serve output. So that was about between like 110 and 114. That's kind of my range, and the biggest serve I think I've ever hit with this radar gun is maybe 115. So that's close to my max. And week in, week out, what I'm going to try to do for myself and what we do with our players, at least we do one of these sessions about once a week, because they are high neural. You could do potentially 2 with younger or novice, because they're not putting out as much output, so it's not as big of a stressor on the system, on the body, on the different tissues involved in serving, so they may be able to do it a bit more frequently. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know this is just a quick kind of intro into serving. I'm going to get into it, and we'll probably do some ground stroke development as well, and apply some motor learning concepts so that you can increase your serve speed, which is a big bonus if you can combine that with accurate serving. we'll get to that.